It's live.
Live
In the D with Mr.
BB.
BB.
It's Live in the D with Mr.BB every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on WVI 107.3 Radio We Can See. Okay, we are back, and our guest has arrived. Again, the supervisor over at Ampro Construction is here to tell us all about Ampro and construction and what the company he works with does. And again, keeping warm in these cool temperature weathers, keeping cool in the summer weather temperatures that we're going to have ahead in a few months. So we have today with us Mr. Eric Dwayne Muhammad at Ampro Construction. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So can you tell us a little bit about what is Ampro and what do you do over there at Ampro Construction?
Ampro Construction is a construction company that does construction and weatherization work. It was started by Mr. Jackson, the owner of the company, I say about 35 to 40 years ago. And that's pretty much what we do is weatherization, construction work, and that's pretty basic.
Okay. So what is weatherization?
Weatherization is a practice that is done to help weatherize your home, to help your home save on your energy bills as well as your heating and cooling bills.
Okay.
And that's...
you can go in depth.
That's basically what weatherization is. It's just basically what, to help save on your bills. That's kind of how the program came about. It's out there for people to sign up for, and if you own your home and you are low income, then you can actually sign up for the weatherization process and actually get the work done for free.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about the process itself?
The process is you have to actually go, I believe you can go through the Department of Human Resources, and through them you will inquire about the weatherization program, and then it's different programs for different counties that you have to actually sign up for to sign up for the program, and if you qualify, then you can get the work done.
Okay. I see. What is the importance of weatherization?
Well, like I said before, definitely saving on your bills, but also it does help with heating. Like, for instance, you could qualify for a new furnace. You may have a furnace that's old and using too much energy, or is not heating properly. They provide new furnaces. Things like refrigeration, they would change your refrigerator, give you an energy-efficient refrigerator for saving on energy, and then they also help with like health and safety, smoke detectors, seal detectors, so things of that nature.
Okay, I see. So how does one that might be interested in that field get into weatherization?
Well, for me personally, I was able to go in through job training. I actually met Mr. Jackson working at another job, and he liked the work that I was doing there, so he had gave me an opportunity to work with him. So I'll say I just got in job training. I guess the people that were working there at the time were just teaching me, and I was just learning as I was going. And that's how I learned. But they do have schooling out there now, schooling in different areas that you can actually go sign up to learn about weatherization and get into the work.
Cool. So when I think of weatherization, I think of like the fuzzy stuff that you put in the wall, that's fiberglass that you shouldn't touch. What exactly is, like, what makes your home weatherized versus not having a weatherized home? I understand why you need it, but what exactly constitutes weatherization?
Well, weatherization is, okay, an example, we may go to your home, and there's a test that we do. It's called a blower diagnostic test, and what it does is it's something we hook up to one of your doors that's leading to the outside, and it depressurizes the home. And we can, when this test is running, we actually can walk through your home, and we can identify areas where air is coming in, and our thing is to stop those areas where the air is coming in at, so you don't have such leakage in your home. And as far as the insulation is a cellulose, so we use fiberglass or whatnot, and it's actually something we put into the walls, or we may get to a window that's leaking, weather strip the window with caulking or actual weather stripping for the windows and things like that. And that's what actually stops the air from coming in, and that's where you start saving your energy in. And like I said, other things are as far as the energy part is when you upgrade your furnace, you upgrade your refrigeration, you upgrade things like your dryers, your stoves, things like that that are pulling energy, but now they make things that are energy efficient, that pull less energy, and you upgrade and pretty much.
I see.
Those things.
I see, because I thought weatherization basically, to be honest, I thought what you guys did was basically just windows and doors and making
Yeah.
sure, how Wallside does and other companies do. They do the windows and they seal it in, and they do the doors, and you're weatherized. But it's a lot more that goes into it. It's the energy efficient appliances, stoves and ovens that will save you money and warmth, and keep your house warm, and your temperatures. Again, you went into the furnaces and whatnot, so you guys do all that.
Yes.
Okay, I see. So so you answered my next question already. Then with the difference between weatherization and basic window replacement. Weatherization is way more in depth.
Well, they kind of sound like basic windows and weatherization windows are pretty much installed the same. It's just with weatherization, we want to make sure that you're saving the energy when we do the windows, and then we'll do the test to make sure that you're saving based on people just getting windows, maybe for looks or whatnot. So that's kind of the difference. We make sure you're saving based on just getting windows for look, and also saving. I mean, I guess people want to make sure they're saving, but that's not the main focus with them. It's just with us, that's the focus. Is we want to make sure you're saving that energy once we do the window.
I see. So you say you can go through the Department of Human Services to see if you qualify. So once someone gets qualified to get their house weatherized, and what are the services that you and your company, the company you're with, offer?
Well, basically what happens, the process is basically if you do qualify, what they're going to do is send an inspector to your home, and then they're going to do an inspection. They're going to actually do the diagnostic test that I talked about. They're going to actually do that test, and then they're going to do the walkthrough through your home, and then they're going to identify areas where the air is coming into and infiltrating. And based on what they identify, that's the areas they will have us to cover. And then they will also look at your furnace, making sure your furnace is working properly. Like I said, they do the refrigeration. If your refrigerator is not working properly, if it's pulling too much energy, they will recommend you to get an energy efficient refrigerator if you qualify for. So, and then, like I said, we also work with health and safety, making sure that you have smoke detectors, CO detectors, and stuff of that nature.
Okay. What can you give us, or what tips can you give those watching at home and us on just keeping our house at comfortable temperatures without necessarily breaking the bank? If we want to get that thermostat down to maybe 75 instead of having it cranked up all the way to 80.
Well, like I said, besides the weatherization program, we also offer those services at the company as well for a cost. So you could actually have us come in. We'll do an estimate on your home, and we can actually do those things for you at a cost. We'll give you an estimate. We'll walk through with the test that you see the areas that are actually leaking and whatnot. Then we'll give you recommendations on what need to be done, and then that's where we actually will show you if we have to do any caulking, door weather stripping. Maybe you have to have a door replaced, or you may have some drywall or cracks in your wall that need to be sealed. Stuff of that, or we could recommend you even maybe needing to get a new furnace, or new refrigeration or something to upgrade in your home, to help save. So we will give you those ideas as well as we do the inspection.
Interesting. So, like I said, my idea of weatherization has changed a little bit since you gave your information. Now, you said, so what you guys do is like you'll test around the door for air getting in. I know that applies during the winter season. Does air getting in also have any effect on how you use the air conditioner in the summer?
Yes, ma'am. It works both ways. Like I said, you want to make sure your home is kept cool in the summer and kept warm in the winter. So you don't want to lose a lot of cooling. So that means that your air conditioner is not working as hard. If you get the weatherization work done, because then it keeps the cold in and the air is not running as much. Just like in the wintertime, the heat is not running as much. So it works exactly pretty much the same way. It just helps save on that energy using your AC or your heating.
Okay, so in an ideal weatherized home, you can keep your thermostat at the same temperature, and ideally it should stay warm. But we live in Michigan, so the daytime temperature the thermostat is on is different from the nighttime. I know for me, like in my house, I'll turn the thermostat, I'll leave it on during the day, but at night I have a little space heater in my room. But now that I'm thinking about the energy bill, is it more cost efficient from, our home is weatherized, you guys did the weatherization, so is it more cost efficient to just bump up the thermostat maybe a couple of degrees at night, or to use that little space heater for the 1 or 2 rooms that you're in?
Well, you know, with that, what is recommended is that we recommend that you keep your thermostat at 70 at all times, and if you get a little cool, is to probably put on some clothing or whatnot, put on some slippers or whatnot, because I know most people want to be comfortable in their home. But that's just something we recommend that you do. And if not, like I said, I guess the best thing to do is just to try to get as much air when you do the weatherization, or get as much air to stop coming in your home so that you don't use your heating as much. That's basically the main thing, is to make sure you're not using it as much. So if you had it bumped up a little bit, we just want to make sure it doesn't, your furnace don't turn on as much, or that it warms it up quicker and turns off. So I guess bumping it up, you know, we recommend 68 to 70 degrees to keep at your home, because that's a comfortable degree for anyone to be in their home. But you know, some people may want to be a little warmer
Until it gets colder.
Because I know our elders, they tend to want to be a little warmer. They tend to have it up 73, 74 degrees. So we kind of try to take that in consideration, that they're going to keep it at that.
Okay.
So our thing is to stop the furnace from running as much.
Okay. Interesting. Well, that answers that on weatherization. So do you just do home, or do you do home and residential and commercial?
We do some residential and commercial. We do some commercial. Just with those, it's not through the program. It would just be something that we would do an estimate on, and then we'll go out and address. We have done schools. We have done some buildings downtown and stuff like that. So yeah, we do residential and commercial.
Okay.
I know with you doing residential, you must have some stories about, you know, people's houses and different pets. Are there any interesting or particular jobs that you've been on that really stand out and you really remember?
That are safe to say on air.
That are safe to say
I'm
on
going to
air.
say, now that y'all put it like that, I'm going to plead the fifth on that.
Oh, okay.
But it's an interesting job, to say
Right.
the
It's
least.
very
Yes, I know.
interesting. You're going to different homes. You're dealing with different things, good or bad. You know, you just got to kind of weigh it out. But like I said, our focus is just to get the house weatherized, you know. But it's not really nothing interesting. I guess the best thing that we like to hear is that when they give me a call back and let me know that they actually dropped the bill. One client in particular, he said his bill went from 173 to 117 a month.
Oh, wow.
So that's like about a 25-30% reduction.
Yes.
So I like to hear those stories. You
Oh,
know.
wow, he could have took you out for dinner for that.
Yeah, actually, but he was very happy. So we like to get feedback from the clients. You know, me, when I go out and do work, and you know, when I get the work finished, I always leave my number for the client to give me a call back and let me know, you know, did we make a difference? Did you feel a difference? You know, and I say half the cases, most clients say they feel a difference like right away. Like if we do the work, and we may take 2 to 3 days to do it, we'll come back the next day after doing some work, they'd be like, they already feel the difference. So those would be some good things to hear.
That's good.
That's great.
Is it a difference between, I see on your logo you have Ampro construction, but we've been talking about weatherization. So what is the construction piece that you all do, or does it go hand in hand? How does that work?
It actually go hand. Actually, we were called Ampro Weatherization and Construction. It just actually changed the name recently.
Oh.
So actually, we still go by the title weatherization, especially when we're doing the programs for the state and stuff. So we still go by weatherization, but we're just construction, because I know we were focusing on weatherization a lot more so, but now we're actually getting into more construction work. We're starting to get contracts where we're doing a lot of more construction, rehabbing, you know, remodeling kitchens, bathrooms, stuff like that. So that's why the construction, you know, is being more focused on, because the Ampro is already known for weatherization. We've been doing it for 35 years, so now we want to let people know that we also do construction, and we've been into that a lot more lately.
Is it just resident? Now, for the construction, is still like strictly residential, remodeling the kitchen, remodeling the bathroom, or is it residential and some like commercial?
Yeah, both commercial and yep. We do some commercial work as well.
I also understand that you had a hand in the recent upbringing of the new location on, this new Sisters Brace too that just got open with some of the brothers of the New Nation of Islam. How did your training in weatherization and construction, did that really give you not an upper hand, but really give you a step into getting that done? And how was that job compared to some of the basic residentials? I know that was a whole remodeling thing.
Oh yeah, with it being commercial.
Right, with it being a commercial building and everything.
Well, like I said, I got into weatherization with Mr. Jackson. All I used to do was janitorial work. So when I got into the field, that's when I actually started learning how to do all the work itself. So actually, Ampro actually taught me how to do weatherization and construction work. So, because Ampro had played a part in actual getting the building started when it was down. We actually, Ampro, the company itself, actually came in and started, the remodeling and rebuilding of the building itself. And then from there, we, the brothers, had took off and started doing the other part as far as getting it turned into a beauty salon, because we were shooting for other things, but the beauty salon is the final result.
The winner.
Yeah, and you guys have to check out the windows. They are tall. I'm not that tall, so really it's not a gauge, but they are tall and gorgeous. They make you want to shop. If you could window shop for here, I honestly would walk by this building to look through the window to try to shop for here. Just saying.
Just telling they're taller than 5'5".
Yes, they're taller than 5'5". You must put a number on it, Mr.BB.
Those windows are huge and beautiful, and I noticed you guys did the tags and everything and really sealed them up tight. It was very warm in that building.
It was. I could take it's very rare that you walk in the door. I'm not just saying this because we have a guest on, but it's very rare that you walk in the door of a building and once you close the door, you can take your coat off.
Exactly.
You generally have to stay in there like 15 minutes. Within 5, I was ready to take my coat off and just get the services done because it's so well insulated. And that's the kind of, not only home you want, but that's the kind of business I want. Eventually, I want a brick and mortar business, and I don't want to walk in Michigan weather where it's 20 degrees outside and have to wait to warm up. I want to insulate it on the spot so I can get to work. So Ampro will take care of that for you, apparently.
Yes. In your room is that cold.
I know, right?
Right. And I believe that's one of the things you were saying. You like it when you hear the results. So thank you on your part and Ampro's part on getting that building weatherized, because trust me, no one wanted to be in there last night when we were at that opening. So we really appreciate you all for that. How do we get in contact with you?
Well, you can reach the company at area code 313-891-6000. And you can actually reach me personally, which I actually would say through Ampro, being the supervisor there, I would say probably reach me quicker. And you can just reach me through my cell at 313-549-5423 if you have any questions about anything we talked about or how to get on the programs. I can give you some guidance and whatnot. But like I said, the Department of Human Resources has been pretty good from what I know as far as giving you the guidance to where you can go. Just like I said, inquire about the weatherization program, and they should be able to guide you to where you can actually go and sign up or whatnot. But if not, you could probably give me a call. I can probably help assist you in that more.
Okay. All right, sir. Well, we thank you for coming in with us today and giving us all that information and telling us about the company you work with. If there's anything you want to leave us with before we partake?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I think,
all right.
unless y'all had any other questions.
Oh, where's the company located? Obviously, that's important. That's very important.
It's located 13501 Mount Elliott. It's like right on the corner off of McNichols, right off of McNichols. Sometimes it becomes Detroit and Hamtramck, because sometimes it may come up Hamtramck or come up Detroit. So that's the only thing we found out that, sometimes people may call and they say they see Hamtramck, and then sometimes they see Detroit. So I guess it's right at the border. But so far we go with Detroit, but sometimes Hamtramck may pop up. But like I said, 6 Mile and McNichols. I'm sorry, McNichols
And Mount Elliott.
and 6 Mile and Mount Elliott. 6 Mile and Mount
Wow.
Elliott.
So it's like right up the street from the building you all rehab, the new
Yes,
Sister
right up the
Brady
street.
too?
That's probably about 2 minutes up.
So you can make sure you can pop in on Sister's Birthday and make sure they're doing their job.
Oh yes, sir. We definitely gonna. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be up there checking it out. Yeah, making sure everything's going smooth. You know, our work. Make sure the work is still holding up and that they're still happy. You know what they're doing.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, we wish you all a very successful 2018. And you said 35 years in business thus far?
Yeah, they've been there. Yeah, the company been there over 35 years. I've been there. Actually, this summer would be 20.
Oh,
Congratulations. You need a hand for that. Congratulations on 20 years. And wow, thank you for all you've done with getting the homes in Detroit weatherized. So do you now, I know a lot of companies when they get contracts, do y'all go to other cities or other states?
Oh yeah, we definitely have other. There are other programs out there based on the county. You know, we have counties now. We're actually going to like Ypsilanti, Canton. We're doing work in Pontiac, Troy. We actually all over. We actually been to Traverse City, so we've been all over. Yeah, we're all over Michigan. So basically, any programs out there that actually can use our services, we do have the knowledge to go to any part of Michigan and service them.
Oh, so you all hear that? It's Michigan-wide. As they say, it's not just a Detroit thing. It's not just a Troy thing. This is a statewide program and statewide company to get your home weatherized. I don't know about you, but personally, I like to save money, not just shopping, but on a home because the mortgage is a lot, the electricity bill, the water bill, the utility bill.
Penny got bills.
Exactly. Penny got bills, and if we can save on those bills, then that would be super helpful, especially at the beginning of 2018. Those tax refunds ain't come in yet, let's be honest.
And if they did, y'all already know, y'all already have plans.
Exactly.
To be spent on something else.
But you might as well spend it on weatherization, because think about it this way. If I weatherize my home in 2018, right? Come 2019, when I get that tax refund, then I can, double it, because I've saved on my energy bill.
Right.
So, all thanks to Ampro Construction and Mr.
And
Eric
I will
here.
say one more thing, because a lot of people don't know about the program. So if you're hearing about the program here now, just put a word out. The program is out there,
Okay.
you know, and so it is still existing. Our future president, I don't know what's going to happen with him in office, but like I said, it's still out there. So I would say, while it's still out there, just go ahead and try to sign up for it and see if you qualify.
So you
And
said
then
get while getting good.
Yeah,
Right.
getting while the getting good. Yeah, there's other programs out there. We also do work for. I don't know if you heard of planning and development. They actually take it a little further. 0.5 interest loan. We do work for them, and these ones we do a lot of rehabbing and refurbishing the home, where we actually go in, maybe tear things out and actually just remodel. They're more into the remodeling. So these programs are out there. So just look for them. And if you know people that know, own their home, low income, tell them to, start looking for these programs while we have them.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, sir, once again for coming in with us today.
You're welcome.
And if you want to reach Mr. Eric Muhammad and his company, again, call that number 313-891-6000. They're located on 13501 Mount Elliott and 6 Mile of McNichols, whichever is your preference. We're in Detroit. Most people say 6 Mile. And we thank you for coming in with us today.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right back with music you love right here on Live and with Mr.BB.
It's live in the D with Mr. BB.
It's Live in the D with Mr.BB every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on WVI 107.3 Radio We Can See. And we want to thank Mr. Eric Drain of Ampro Construction for coming in with us today and speaking with us and giving us that information on weatherization and construction. Again, you can catch him and the company he works with, Ampro, at their location on Mount Elliott and 6 Mile, 13501 is the address, 13501 Mount Elliott and McNichols. 313-891-6000 is the phone number. And when we come back, we're going to have Naima Muhammad with her quote of the day, and I'm pretty sure, as usual, some events for the week. We'll be right back on Live in the D with Mr.BB. And we're back here on Live in the D with Mr.BB, and up next, as you already know, you know her, you love her, we've got Naima with her quote of the day and her events for the weekend. Weekend. Good morning, Naima.
Good morning, Mr.BB.
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
All right. What do you got for us today?
Well, what do you want first? What do you want first? The week of the events, or the events, excuse me, or...
We want the quotes. Give us the quotes.
Okay.
You just got to work to get morning coffee. You want to get going, they need that quote that you got.
Well, today's quote of the day is, possible thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will.
Possible thinking.
Positive thinking.
Positive thinking
Will make it possible.
will make it possible to do everything better than negative thinking will.
What's with the monotone voice?
See, it makes me want to go on to do a poetry slam.
Oh, that's what it is.
I put
Okay.
on my beret in all black, and I get the man on the drum.
You couldn't pull off a beret. Only I could pull off a beret.
Poem of 24 karat magic, basically.
No, okay, what are our events for the week? Ian,
This weekend...
you know
This-
what a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, this... I wasn't expecting that. This weekend, there is a shadow...
Keep going. A shadow.
This weekend, there's a shaping sound show at the Detroit Opera House. Now, the shaping sound show is... It's hard to explain, but it's a light show with dancing and music, and it's very well choreographed. There are some really great views. People have left some really great reviews about it. They say it's really bright, it's beautiful, the choreography is on point. It's amazing. They really love it. They really enjoy it.
Huge. It's amazing.
It's just fantastic. It's great. It's wonderful. It's
It's a big deal, basically.
It's at the Detroit, yes, and it's at the Detroit Opera House this Saturday, February 3rd. And you can get more information on it. It starts at 8, but you can get more information on it online. Just look it up. I just now realizing today is the first day of February.
It is my birthday month. I'm so excited.
Yes, it is the first day of February. We're finally 6 months out of the year. Now, I was reading this thing online the other day. It said, we're 6 months into the year and it's still January. I don't know, it just felt like January went by kind of slow. Is that just me?
Slow? It seems like January went by so fast.
I mean, the end of honestly, last year went by so fast. After summer, it went by so quickly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm appreciating that the year's deciding to take its time and do it right. But, yeah, January went by a little slow to me. We're in February now, and that month always goes by fast because it only has 28 to 29 days. And it's not a leap year. So 28 it is. All right. When we come back, Abdul Muhammad is going to give us his song of the day, and Penny Love is going to give us her tip of the day. We'll be right back.
SOS Graphic Design provides agency-quality professional graphic design services from established companies to startups and individuals, creating a simple logo to complete rebranding and delivering visual communication with print media. Everything SOS Graphic Design does has a single unifying objective: to set your business apart. We are at your service. Call 313-342-2166. That's 313-342-2166, or online at www.sosgraphicdesigns.com.
Hi, this is Penny Love. Come rock it out with me and the crew at our next Zumba class every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at Northwest Activity Center.
Back again, and Penny Love is about to give us her fit tip for the week. Not a Fitbit, not a Titbit, it's a fit tip.
See, now you got tongue tied with your own funny. That's
it's the fit tip. What's the fit tip, Penny?
What's the fit tip? Well, the fit tip for this week, since we started last week talking about healthy hair, and this week we had the grand opening of the hair shop, and it just so happened that the business that we bought on today is also on Mount Elliott. I figure we can just keep on going on the fit tip of having healthy hair. And since we have Zumba tonight, why not extend it a little bit on how exercising helps with healthy hair. So last week we touched a little bit on, we know what stress does to the body. Boo, thumbs down. But the stress hormone, cortisone, is what is one of the causes of hair loss, hair breakage, that little spot on the front of your head that's bald. And the happy hormone is called serotonin. I get tongue-tied. Yeah. And when you exercise, you not only relieve stress, but you release those happy hormones. Happy hormones released help with hair growth because it causes you to sweat, opens up those hair follicles, opens up your skin pores, and that's what gives us that fresh, as we call it, the glow, but really it's sweat and salty water coming out the body. It also increases blood flow in the muscles. So you know that saying you should stretch before you work out, should you stretch after you work out, and how as you work out, your heart pumps faster, blood flows through your body. And I don't know if you get it, but I know sometimes when I work out and I'm moving around, I actually feels like not only my lungs are expanding, but blood is flowing more smoothly as you move various parts of your body. I've also heard this from my students because we sit, like I'm sitting in a chair now on the air, we sit a lot. So when you stand up and you move for 30 minutes or more, you're actually getting a burst of energy and releasing those happy hormones. So join us for Zumba tonight to help you get that sweat and open up the pores so we can get your hair growing happily at 6 o'clock at Northwest Activity Center. And the sweating helps your hair grow. That is our healthy tip for today. I know we don't like to sweat, but it is very good for your hair growth. I get braids and it grows out.
Perspiration never hurt anyone.
Exactly. Perspiration to aspire to be a healthier individual, right?
Perspiration to aspire.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what people think when they sweat. But yes, perspiration to aspire to be healthier. New or better you 2018 all year round, and better you period. Getting better every day, right? All right. Thank you, Miss Penny, for that lovely tip of the day. Sweat to grow.
Sweat to grow. Sweat grow.
Sweat to grow. Sweat to shrink. You grow, your hair will grow, and your waist will shrink, or your muscles will grow. So a lot of things can grow.
Or just tone. Some of us don't want our muscles to grow. We just want toning.
I want my muscles to grow.
That's you.
Yes. All right. All right. And that is our show for the day. We thank you for tuning in and spending your morning with us on Live in the D with Mr.BB. And as always, be great, be amazing, go out, be spontaneous, be good. Just let it be. And we're going to say a farewell to our beautiful team for the day. Thank you for tuning in with us, Miss Penny, Miss Naima, and they would like to say their goodbyes as well.
Yep, have a great Thursday, everybody. Be great, and if it's meant to be, it'll be. Otherwise, just let it go and let it be. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to everyone, and hopefully we'll see you tonight to sweat out with Penny Love Fitness.
Sweat out your hair. Put some perm on that attitude.
Let it be.
Perm
Let
on
it
the
be.
attitude.
Just let your hair be. And let it
Let your
Exactly.
hair be. No. Don't let it be. Get it done. For the sisters' braids too. Don't. No, God. We'll see you all next week.
Maybe they will. Maybe they won't.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. You should.
It's live in the D with Mr.BB.
It's Live in the D with Mr.BB every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on WVI 107.3 Radio We Can See.